I kind of have just spent the last ooh, hour sitting in parking lot. I ate Culver's and I've been reading, which I've gotten back into reading and I'm so glad because I've been wanting to get back into it. So I'm really happy. I can't put down my book. And the best part is like at work, some of the things that I have to do, I have to like wait for it to load. So every time I'm waiting for it to load, like I'm just like multitasking and I can read at the exact same time. I know, it's crazy. It kind of feels like a long time since I've filmed, but that is true. It's been a minute. But, and I was gonna do this earlier, except I haven't really had much energy. The last like week and a half have been a lot, and like I've started overthinking again, which, like, yeah, I could stop, but I can't. So that's been going on, and like one of the things that I can't really talk about anything else except this. So one of the things that I'm gonna talk about today is hmm, I'm trying to find the right word. Betrayal? I don't know. I don't know. But I, have been thinking, right? Obviously. But, I'm thinking about like of all the things that I was able to gain this summer. I gained good coworkers that I care about so much. They made me so happy. I will be back. I will be back. And they know I'll be back. And they're going to miss me the second I leave. So, and I know someone's watching from. So anyways, I gained deeper friendships with people that I know, and it's made me feel really grateful. And I've also gained a little bit more patience with myself because I tend to not talk down on myself, but I tend to, when I can't understand something, I'll just kind of put the blame on myself, even though my therapist told me so many times I didn't do anything wrong. But that frustrates me because I'm like, well, if I didn't do anything wrong, then why is this thing happening? And it's just like, it just does. And I don't like that. And I'm not, I don't know how to start talking about this, but we'll just go with wherever it goes. So, you know, thinking about these things that I've gained and the things that I love and the things that I've learned to love now, it also makes me think about how, something happened and I was like, if this was anybody else, like, I wouldn't care, obviously, but I wouldn't care because I wasn't close to them or whatnot. But, you know, the people who hurt you the most really are the people you're closest to. And I was thinking about the irony in that. Sorry, guys, I'm stretching so much that my back is like, ugh. Anyways, when you think about the irony in that, it takes, it's like a little cycle. You get close to someone, they hurt you, and then you have to like heal or whatever, and you have to try and have faith that if you're vulnerable, you can open up to someone new and then get close to them and hope they don't hurt you. And it's funny because it's like the people closest to you know A, how to hurt you the most, B, most likely how you'll react to it, and C, they know what they're doing. And, you know, I feel like whenever it's someone who's hurting you and you're close to them, it feels so like it's so devastating because it's like, okay, so you're close with this person, right? This thing is happening with them, but they're the type of person you would go to about what's happening if it weren't them. And so it's like, oh shit, like I have to figure this out on my own type of thing. And not that, you don't figure it out on your own. It's just like nice to have the person's presence of that you trust. Emphasis on trust. Because I was thinking about this today at work. I was like, how do we define or decide when we finally trust someone? And I didn't, I was trying to think back, like, of all the people I care about. I was like, when did I decide that I trusted them? And a lot of the times, I came to trust people if I just said, you know what, like, I'll be vulnerable and go for it and see how they react, and it works. Or, hmm, ah, or, man, or, you know, they become vulnerable first. And for whatever the circumstance may be, that they become vulnerable first, and you realize this person trusted me with their vulnerability. But you can't have trust without the vulnerability. So it's all about just kind of going out on a limb and hoping for the best. And so when you get that person's trust, some people means it trust them they trust them with like an item or a possession, or they trust them with their life or secrets or whatnot. But then what really I've been thinking about lately is like, what about whenever you lose? Not whenever you lose trust in someone, and what it takes for that to happen. Because let's say it's someone really close to you, and you fairly trust them with like everything, and a white lie here and there, depending on it, the circumstance is forgivable, or not even that, just like you can move past it. But what about whenever it's like so mind-blowingly, it just sneaks up right under you and you never see it coming? Because that trust that you had in that person, where does it go? Or, what happens to the loyalty whenever you lose trust in someone? I just feel like, for me at least, I. It's really difficult because this isn't like a boyfriend or anything or an ex. It's way bigger than that, and I do not know how to take a step forward. And I really shouldn't have to because there's no manual for my situation. But it's also confusing because it's just like, I have had this loyalty for you for forever, and I don't know how to trust you. And because I can't trust you, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. But the thing is like when I care about someone, I really like I'm in their corner all the time. And so it's hard for me to just cut out. And I feel like whenever you lose trust in someone really important to you, depending on who that person is, can really change your world. It can really change your world upside down. There's this thing that philosophers have studied and talk about, and it's called, like, if I say this wrong or if I get it wrong, sorry. But it's epistemic dependency. And what that like looks into is like everyone in the world cannot investigate or recall like the first years, months of their life. Which I'm jealous of the people who can because I can't go back that far. But anyways, um, and so because of that, the people who are teaching us and we're learning from, we can only depend on what they show us, teach us, reveal to us, because there's no other option. And so, whenever, and this could even be like anything, like if you don't know something and this other person is going to help you do something about it, you're going to trust them because you don't know what else to do. And I feel like if that is the case and someone has lost your trust, it's difficult because kind of like your foundation is like literally ripped out from under your feet. And that's how I'm feeling. Which is really funny because I love going to work and I love being with my dog and I love my friends and I love my car. Yet there is still this. My life's just been shaken up. And it has been kind of for months, but this feels different because I'm able to still enjoy my day to day life. And I've learned to be more patient with myself because even though I don't know how to feel or do about it, I I have learned to be okay with just not knowing and riding the wave. And it's working and I like it. And it feels it feels less stressful cuz it's like whatever happens happens and I'll just be riding the wave. I was talking to someone recently and they were like, all the things that have happened have only made you feel like stronger. And I was like, then I must be really strong. But the funny thing is, I don't feel strong at all. And they started telling me a story, like a memory they had. And the whole point of that was to say, life is going to be hard anyways. But the things that truly keep you, like, happy or going or motivated or whatnot are the things that truly push you to keep going to experience more of that good. And I feel like this summer was kind of like a get it back together type of thing. So that way, like when I go back to school and I'm by myself in my new apartment again, I'm back with my roommate again. Anyways, I feel like I'll be way better off than I was last school year because that was horrible. That was actually horrible. But it's okay because we're here now. And I I sort of have a place now that I feel like I belong And not even like physically, I mean just like in this world. Because for the longest time, I've always felt like I don't think I was meant for this. Like, I don't think I was meant to be here. I don't think I can handle all of this. And, you know, I feel everything so deeply. So when something happens, it hurts. It hurts. Like, I can literally feel my heart hurt. And I don't even know how to explain it. It's similar to that of like when you're on a roller coaster and then you're about to go on the drop and you drop. It's similar to that, but you don't have the comfort of knowing that you're okay because the ride's going to end soon. You don't know when the ride is going to end. And so when you're on the roller coaster, you're like, okay, 5, 10, 20 more seconds of this and I'll be fine. It'll be over. And then it's all fun and games. You're laughing. That was such a thrill. Now, something happens, your heart does drop, and then it hurts, and you're like, okay, but how much longer am I going to have to feel this way? And my therapist has made me have to come to terms with the fact that I cannot put a timer on healing, which I also learned this year. I learned that healing is not aesthetic. It's actually really ugly and difficult. And the healing people are romanticizing is the healing, it's the post healing. So after you have healed, you have finally, like, you finally have the energy to take care of yourself and do good things for yourself and choose yourself. I'm getting there, and like I'm kind of like, crawling on that path. But oh my god, I didn't realize. I didn't realize. And so like I feel like something else I was able to learn is like I can either let my pain swallow me whole. Because I know if I let it, it would. It almost has. Twice. But nothing else would happen for me. I wouldn't be open or allowing anything else to come into my life to possibly make me realize there's so much more out there. And so one day I was just having a really bad day, and I usually can't like muster up any energy to be sociable when I get really down. But the thing is, I went to work and one of my coworkers tried to make me laugh, and I remember thinking to myself, I was like, I can either be sad about these two people that I love so much, or I can enjoy the presence of the people who care about me and love me. And after I thought about that, it kind of all like hit me that I'm like, I can still I can still enjoy life. I can still find peace and love in things in my day-to-day life while still hurting over a loss. But I mean, those things can be true and they can exist at the exact same time, which sucks because it's not like a clear answer. It's like a gray area. But it does give hope. And, something was going on. I think, oh no, this was yesterday. Guys, the days are blending together. I do not know. It was literally August 1st yesterday. Why is it like, yeah, I'm excited to move in and like decorate my apartment, but like, hello? What happened to April 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. Oh my god, Phoebe Bridgers' album is coming out today, guys. Oh no! I guess I have to stay up till midnight. That means I'll be posting this today, though. Anyways, sorry, I might have gotten loud, my bad. Um, right. So, you know, what was I saying, guys? Oh, my coworker. so, um, so I was going through something, and I'm really close. It's my work dad. I'm really close with him, and like we're really chill. But like we've never like it's like a surface level like cool friendship, chill coworker relationship. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I've never I kind of stopped really letting people in on like the bigger details of my life just cuz I realized it's easier and I can handle it on my own, and even though that's not recommended, it's what's been keeping me the happiest the longest with other people. So, that's a I'm willing to take one for the team for that. And by team, I mean me. But yeah, okay. And so, and I couldn't hold it in. I was like my head was just like going all over the place. I was like ready to cry. And I did. But it's okay. Cuz it's okay cuz this is a good story. I promise. And I was like, "Hey." He's like, "Hey." Mind you, he's like so focused on on what he was doing. I was like, I need to talk. I need to like let out my thoughts." And he was like, "What?" I was like, "Yes, please." He was like, "Fine." And I was like, "Okay." And so I tell him in the most briefest way I possibly could. And I didn't know what I would expect from him because I was like, he may not understand, he may think I'm crazy, whatever, even though I didn't do anything. But like, that's just like my first thought. And he actually responded in a way I never ever could have imagined. The situation I'm in, he was on the complete opposite side of it. So he understood the thing I was going through from the other person's perspective, which hurt more because it's like it was sad, but it also was helpful because it helped me understand more about the person I was talking about. And, you know, he started showing me pictures, I was showing him pictures, and it was so interesting because, like, I told him, he was like, "That's great." Mind you, I'm like crying. And he's like, "That's great." I'm like, "Huh?" And he's like, "No, like, it's good." Like, basically saying, like, in the end, you still got X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, it's gonna hurt, but at least something good came out of it." And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "All you have to do is just work on, like, build this relationship and it'll be good." And I was like, "Yeah." Because, and at first I was like, ugh, like, this is just like basic advice. But no, when he starts going into his story, I was like, oh, if he was able to be okay, I will be fine. Will it hurt? Yes. But I will be fine, and that's all that matters. And I feel like I found it really interesting how of all the people I could have talked to, opened up to, I picked possibly the best person ever to talk about it with, especially in specifically this situation. And it just made me 10 times more like grateful for him, and it also brought me a little peace because I'm like, okay, I don't feel as, you know, suffocated. I don't feel so suffocated anymore. He actually got me to laugh, so I was like, I'm okay. And that was me just going on a limb and being vulnerable. And this was being really vulnerable because A, this is a coworker. B, I normally don't like to talk about this specific area of things. And C, he responded to me with such grace, empathy, kindness, instead of what I was normally used to. And I was just like, I'm okay. And my being vulnerable was okay. And I now have someone close to me that isn't. I said that. I used to say, like, you can always tell when someone's, like, gonna hurt you or, like, whatever, but I said that and I clearly jinxed myself. So don't say that. Um, but truly, there's no way he could possibly hurt me, guys. So, fuck. You know what? Maybe I need wood. I don't have wood! Okay. It's okay. It's okay. But, anyways, all in all to say, I feel like this summer I have been surrounded by probably like the purest people I've ever known, and therefore in turn has kind of removed the poison that came from the pain and left room from the loving care of them. And this summer was definitely something different. Definitely something. But I'm content with this summer. Definitely better, by far better than last summer. But yeah, I feel like I put off making this video because I was like, I don't even know what to talk about. I don't know what's interesting. But you know what? I was like, I don't care. If you're watching this, because you want to watch it. But like, hey, like, thank you. Like, thanks. I've been, you know, thinking about this possibly like all week. And reading has been a great escape method. So, like, if you're like me and you need a reason to escape, read. It helps. It helps. Because then you can't take your eyes away from the book and you're like completely in a different world, in the book's world that you're reading. I love it. I love it so much. Um, I've been thinking about this like all week whenever I couldn't read, and I did some big girl things today, and yesterday, and the day before that, and they were things I never would have ever imagined I'd ever do, ever, ever. All of that to say, for the original situation I was talking about, I still don't know what I'm gonna do about it. And as much as it breaks my heart, my cup is still getting filled by the people who love me still, like it kind of cancels out in a way to bring me at perfect equilibrium. And I've been stocking up on packages so that like when I move in, like I have everything I need, and I have just like been thinking and planning and whatnot. But yeah, that's been my update, guys. I honestly could not tell you what I just talked about. I think I kind of blacked it out. But like I meant everything I said. I can remember like some snippets, but yeah. Um yeah. Basically what I learned this summer, YOLO and YOLO. Oh. Anyways. But oh, and I learned how to use chopsticks so well. It's practically like breathing for me now. My coworkers are proud of me for that. And I am too, because it's actually like You can eat anything with chopsticks aside from soup. But, anyways, yeah. And I've also been doing like major decluttering. Like, I don't have a lot of stuff to begin with, but there was a lot of things that I was like, I really don't need this. Like, I'm just gonna sell it, and I've been selling so many things. Made $70 yesterday, guys. I was like, oh, it's like this feels nice. Just came back from work, got $70 and went home. What did I even do when I got back? Oh, talked to my friend, and yeah, I've been selling a lot and canceling it out with buying a lot. Okay, but like I got $70 cash, so technically I can use that on anything and it will technically be free. Because buying something with cash doesn't count. It doesn't count, I'm sorry. That's just how I see it. I feel like if I buy something with cash, it's not on the main account that I use on my phone. So I'm like, it doesn't count, it's free. Like, because it's cash. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I guess I'm actually gonna have to use that that cash for gas. I'm at 34 miles. It's 22 miles or less. It might be like 19 miles. It's not 21 miles. Is it? No. It's like 15 something miles. Like between 15 and 19 miles. I can make it, right? Okay, guys, I've been testing the limits with my gas thing and I really shouldn't be, but it hasn't failed me. So, I think I'll be fine until I get to my gas station. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm definitely gonna cut this video now because I should probably get back before my gas tank runs out on me and I'm stranded. And I'm gonna go home, read. I had something else to do. Oh well, I'll figure it out. But thanks for watching, guys, and listening to whatever I just spewed out. So, see you guys next week. Wait, next week! My last week! I leave on Friday. That means I'm gonna have to make a video on Tuesday. Okay, guys, see you Tuesday. Technically Wednesday, but I'll talk to you guys Tuesday. So, thanks for watching.